Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and yes, I am aware that, I don't have hair. This was a conscious decision. This was not a mistake. Sometimes you just look at yourself in the mirror and you think, you know what, bud? You need a change. Things are weird in your life. If you're feeling weird, you got all these emotions bubbling up to the surface, and you're confused, and you're conflicted, and you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what direction you're going in. Everyone around you is like, meh! You just gotta do a change. So I cut all my hair off. It's a perfectly normal thing for people to do. Don't even think twice about it. We're back with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and this is a big one because this is the last tale of Greece. This is exciting. I think that Ubisoft is getting ready to retire the game. You know, obviously it might still receive incremental updates, but all of the big stuff is out. All the big DLC expansions, all the free add-on quests and all of that, they're out the window. Watch Dogs is coming out soon. I imagine a lot of their focus is shifting to that, and I will be playing that, but I will continue to play this until I 100% it because I am a crazy person, and I would have to be completely totally insane. I'm making sure that this is capturing sound. Yes, I'd have to be totally insane to not continue playing what is by far the most popular series on my channel to date. These videos get tens, if not dozens of views, and it would take an idiot to decide to stop making them. You know, I could spend this time making like a Minecraft tutorial, something evergreen that'll continue to get views for years, but why would I want to do that? So, The Last Tales of Greece is out. And if we take a look at our quest, it's called Socrates' Trial. I thought it said tale at first, and then I realized that that was some sort of dyslexic moment. I myself have never been diagnosed with dyslexia, but you have to admit that's a bit dyslexic to misread trial as tale. Maybe I have like some... let's self-diagnose. What do I have? Let's see. Let's think about this. Am I slightly dyslexic? Possibly. We could go to a doctor and find out for sure. Am I slightly a sociopath? A psychopath even? I don't know. Speculate in the comments. There's nothing more fun than taking mental health lightly. Am I right, everyone? That was a joke. All right? I don't want to be taken out of context by anyone. I was very clearly doing a gag. All right? I'm watching all of you out there. The Discord's going to be all riled up after that. We're going to do Socrates' Trial. We're going to find out what happened to him. I guess we could have read the blurb there, but we didn't, and we're going in blind. I've literally got no idea what's happening. I just warped in here. This does not look like a jail, so if he's being held captive, it's got to be in, like, someone's house. How do we know to be here?
To see Socrates?
How do we know he's here? We should have read the prompt for the quest.
Never stops talking about you.
I can't do it now. It's too late. I can't get back in there.
Wife, of course. I'm Xantippe.
He's told me so much about you.
Of course. With how much Socrates has told me, it's like I already know you.
Oh? What sort of things has he said?
He said you're beautiful. He said you're smart. That's what Socrates would appreciate in a woman, is brains. But we're talking to the man's wife right now. Oh, I didn't realize game sound disappeared when I do that. Should I fix it? No, I'm not going to fix it. Well, maybe before the next recording. I'm not going to do it in the middle of a recording. It would be nice to have the game audio there, though, wouldn't it? Well, Shrek, here we go. Okay, there we go. Now when I hard cut between the two, the audio won't just randomly disappear. It should be all good now. This is his wife. All right, if you're married to Socrates, you know the man is obsessed with his science and his technology, his future predictions and medicines, and he's a wise man, he's a thinker. Do you want to think, as his wife, that he goes around talking about how beautiful you are? Because that means that he is able to see through all of his very practicality, thought processes, and notice how attractive you are. Or, because you know how much he values intelligence, do you want to know that he's out there saying, oh, my wife is just, she's so smart? I don't know. I've never been Socrates' wife. I guess if I was in that position, maybe I'm feeling self-conscious, but I would like to be told that my husband thinks that I'm beautiful. That's just where I'm feeling right now. You can sound off in the comments if you disagree.
I see now how true his words were.
You flatter me. Though I'm surprised Socrates said as much to you. He's not the type to focus on looks.
Well,
So where is Socrates?
you're so beautiful, it just
I got a note that said to
right
meet him
through.
here.
That's what I'd like to know. He went to another symposium last night, and he didn't come home after.
Sounds like a good place to start looking.
I was just about to head there myself.
Well, clearly he's on
Come,
trial. We know
keep
that
me
much.
company.
I'm gonna guess he
How
got
long have you and Socrates
arrested.
been married?
Maybe
It's
he
been quite some time
insulted someone.
What is it about him that you love so much?
Love is not the word I'd use.
Oh.
It frustrates me to no end.
Oh, you married him for his money.
That doesn't surprise me.
Socrates can't be
So,
wealthy.
it's worth the
He spent the last
frustration.
5 years on a
Mine
boat
is
with
like
us.
no other.
He toured the
Not to
Peloponnesian
mention,
War
he's
on a
got to be
boat
enough.
with
That is
an
not something I
assassin
wanted to picture.
with big family issues.
must
Well,
be
maybe
why
he is
today
loaded
seems
then.
so
If he could spend that much time just on a boat with us, maybe he's got a lot of... Should I be quiet during this? Are y'all trying to listen to this conversation? I'm
Sending
sorry.
Socrates gifts like giant cakes.
I didn't know.
It's fine.
Wow, okay. I guess they're done with that conversation. I could have just been patient and talked afterward, but here we are. Peloponnesian War. Famous war. Learned about it in school. Many of you probably did as well. Fought famously between... it was the Athenians versus the Spartans. I know a lot about the Peloponnesian War. I may or may not have spent the last 60 episodes in this series and not realizing that this was taking place during the Peloponnesian
What is
War.
it?
Socrates. They took him away. They said
I
he
may
was
or may
under
not have
arrest.
been confused
For
about what
I
time
have no
period we
idea.
were in.
We were just talking after the symposium. I'd say go ask him yourself, but he'll be guarded. They took him.
That might be
seconds to-
obvious if you watch back through
Fool.
previous
I knew this
episodes.
would happen to him one day.
As I confused the sides.
This is his doing. It's best to let these things run their course.
I'm sure none of you noticed. No big deal.
I need to find out what happened.
We're gonna go find out what happened. We're gonna find out what happened to him. Maybe he too was confused about the war that was going on. Maybe he picked the wrong side in like an argument in a bar and he got into a fist fight. Or maybe that guy back there explained exactly what happened and I was so busy thinking about the Peloponnesian War that what is this place? Hold on a second. Oh, it's the leader's house. Am I crazy or does the leader's house reset? Because I went through the effort of going through the map and doing, like, yeah, it looks like it must reset. That must be what happens. Because, as you can see, if we turn off hide completed and we get rid of frickin' photos, I wish you could set defaults. I went through, and as far as I can tell, on the mainland, I've done everything except the side quests. I've investigated all the locations. I've got all the synchronization points. And, quite honestly, I'm not far behind on the islands. There's some sunken treasure I need to go find, and then I need to finish up with this island here. And all of those little side quests and nonsense will be completed. 100%. Looking forward to that. Should be done by the next time we record, and I already know what we're recording here next time. We do have an entire DLC expansion left to play through. But I was kind of wanting to get this whole map finished up, because I think it takes place in a different overworld entirely. So I wanted to get this one all tidied up. So I've still got some stuff to do. If you zoom in and you kind of scroll around every so often, you can find like a sunken ship. Like there's one right there, and I think that's probably one right there. So I got to go do all of those. But then aside from that, I'm pretty sure everything else in that island, I'm pretty sure everything else is done. Things that I also wanted to do, you know, I wanted to 100% the ship, but the amount of resources required to do that is just absurd. Now, it might be when I get into some side quests and we start going through those, and I figure we may or may not do those on camera. I might just do those in my free time, because I certainly have done side quests off camera before and never really felt compelled to include them in videos, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, this is my most popular series, so I may decide to just do the side quests on camera, milk all the content out of this series, just grab it by the udders, start squeezing that content out, put it into a bucket, you know, sift it a bit, get all the money out of it, because these are big earning videos here. I'm pretty sure all my Patreon supporters, they all go to Patreon after watching these videos, in fact, because I think this is like the choice content. It might be that while I'm doing those side quests, that's when we get like a ton of resources or money, and then we can wrap up the address tree, because you don't get a lot of XP, you don't get a lot of money for killing people. Now, if we had paid real world money, we could have gotten, like right at the start, $20, I think double XP and double resource collection throughout the entirety of the game. And I didn't want to do that at the time, because I was like, Ubisoft, You've done an EA on us. You've made the game intentionally more difficult than it should be to encourage you to spend an extra $20, which is what they did. I won't lie and say it's not. I wish I had done it. I wish I had done it now that I've put 150 hours into this game. I could be like double the money, double the resources at this point. If we ever come back and we do a New Game Plus playthrough or something like that, we're definitely going to just go ahead and buy that. Because, I mean, I don't even know. What does it cost? Bring that inventory back up here. Let's do an investigation here together. We're going to go into the store. Because, Shrek me, permanent HP boost is 1,000 helixes. Helix credits, 1,000 of those, is going to cost us $10. Yeah, so it's only $10 if you want to do that. Or $20 if you want to get the double... Go back over there. Time savers, I think they're called. Oh, you can just straight up buy materials as well. Yeah. Oh, look, 1,500 for the permanent pack boost of XP. Earn 50% more XP and drachmi. Okay, so it's not like a complete doubling. It's just 50% more. But that's still a pretty good improvement, I would argue. Complete map pack adds a new map filter that reveals the locations of all legendary chests. First Civilization steals ancient tablets and orichalcum fragments. You see what I mean? Like, this is the sort of... I shouldn't have to use Helix credits for this stuff. This stuff should be included in the game. You know, this is dumb. Ubisoft, I'm mad at you. I love Ubisoft games. I love Assassin's Creed games. Buying these things here, I mean, that's what, like $25? How much is it going to cost for me to get some Helix credits? I could buy this one, and I would have enough for $20. But at this point, I'm so invested in the game, I've already played so much of it. Also, what does it mean, map filters? What does that mean? Like, can you enable individual map elements? I don't think that you can. Looking at it here, I don't see the option for that. Hide completed and no photos. I don't see the ability to toggle anything else. I don't know. Should we do it? No! No, we shouldn't! No! How much would that give me? 2,600 if I bought the Helix credits? It's $20. Give me 2,600, and then I could buy the this bad boy here, 1,500. So I would have 1,100. I could buy the complete map pack. Oh no! And I would have them forever. That's the thing. Even if you go back through with a second playthrough of the game, you still have these things. That's just drachmi, though. That's the thing about that. That's drachmi. Valid forever on all your save games. See, if it's just drachmi, it's not actually materials. You can buy more materials if you want to, though, for 2,000 Helix credits or $20 if you're an insane person. You want to buy some nonsense here, or you can just straight up buy a bunch of money. What are you going to do with drachmi? I don't even think you can buy the things you need to upgrade your ships, can you? Where would you buy them? I'm so close. I need to go rescue Socrates, but now I'm really curious. If I go to my ship, it doesn't give me the option to look at, like, let's say we wanted to upgrade. We don't even have the materials necessary to get the fire brazers. We don't even have enough money, even if we did have the materials. What would we want to upgrade? Javelins, arrows, any of this stuff? It doesn't really give me the option to buy the missing parts, and I don't know where you would go to buy precious gems and obsidian glass. Strike me! Why? No, I didn't mean no! This is happening! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Oh, stop! No! No, I did. I got out. I backed out. I'm not doing it. It's just, I'm not giving you any more money for this, Ubisoft. Next time I play through the game, maybe then. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, hi there, you. Oh, this is frightening. I didn't realize you were standing right there. Oh, and there's just like a group of guys right there who did not see any of that take place, so no worries, I guess. We're just going to push right along. Whew. I tell you what, though. I hate it, and I shouldn't support it, but if that's in Watch Dogs 3, I'll probably end up buying it just to save time. Oh, you gotta die! No, there's another one right here. You gotta die too. Oh gosh. Can they see me from here? They can see me. Oh, you're all gonna have to die. I'm sorry about this. I'm supposed to be a stealthy assassin. I'm supposed to be able to sneak in and cause minimal casualties, but it's alright. Everything is true. Nothing is permitted. Also, I'm not an assassin. As previously established, the assassins don't exist. I'm just a mercenary. I kill people. What do you mean I have to be anonymous? Who knows that I'm here? Does anyone... What, that guy? Oh, did my bird go attack people? Why did you do that, bird? We had like a stealthy entry. We were gonna get through this. Why'd you go attack them? I mean, the good news is I think if I just wait here a bit, they'll forget about me. Or I can do this. I mean, I could hop down here and we could just... Dang it! I thought we were going to be able to stealthily throw our Spear of Leonidas a couple of times. Oh, dadgummit. So, previously I talked about how playing Assassin's Creed 3 on the Switch was making me better at combat here. Because it was, you know, like, retraining my brain to do all the dodges and everything. Well, here's the thing. I beat the main story in Assassin's Creed 3 on the Switch. And I gotta say, still not a good game. And now that it's finished, I'm done playing it. I was seriously considering going through and doing the George Washington DLC. And in fact, I even started it. But I was like, no, I don't like this game. It's boring. And then I was going to do Assassin's Creed Liberation, because that's included on there. And I was like, yeah, I remember liking that. But I couldn't be bothered. There's so many things to play on the Switch that I don't want to just replay Assassin's Creed games. I started playing the demo for Dragon Quest XI, and I gotta say, as soon as that game drops later this month, I'm gonna own it on the Switch because it's really good. The demo is 10 hours long, or it took me 10.5 hours. Now, granted, I didn't just beeline to the end. I spent a lot of time leveling my characters because I like to be over-leveled and things. Makes games a bit easier that way, and I'm not particularly gifted with fast reflexes or you know, tactical smarts. And that's a game that requires those sorts of things, as it is a turn-based RPG from Japan, of all places. But that game was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to playing Astral Chain, which is just sitting here sealed on my desk. Want to play that one? I gotta open it up and play. It's not sealed anymore, actually. The game is no longer in the case.
Cassandra, what are you doing here?
Socrates.
I could ask you the same.
But I'm probably gonna end up buying the Assassin's Creed
I'm
Rebels
more
pack that
curious
includes
about how you
4
are here.
and
Guys, let
Rogue,
you in?
all in one convenient package. And I'll probably end up playing at least one of those instead of playing new games on the Switch, because I have a sickness. It's a give all of Ubisoft sickness. I killed all the
We've known
guards.
each other
Let's
a
be
long
honest.
time now.
The heck is that
You know
sound?
how
Oh, is it
I
my
got in
phone?
here.
You've
Stop
taught
it.
me that
Phone's
the
having some
blade
kind of
can
issue.
sometimes be necessary. But I don't think this was one of those times.
I was worried about you.
Your care is appreciated, but if you had waited only
My mom
a bit
is
longer,
texting me
I'm
pictures
sure my
of
trial would have
bats.
taken place and I'd be free.
You're not going to trial. We're getting you out of here.
I understand your concern, but what good would escaping do other than prove I'm guilty? No. In fact, I'm looking forward to this trial.
This isn't the Socrates I know. I have been confusing Socrates, the name, not the actual historical person, but the name. In my head, I've been associating him with Herodotus from a previous Lost Tale of Greece, who used to travel with us on our ship until we dropped him off. This entire video, I thought that's what this was about. But it's not. It's about Socrates! And if you remember earlier in the playthrough, I don't even like this guy. He gets on my nerves. I wanted to see Herodotus again. I thought we were going to have a lovely reunion. Wow. Wait a minute, is this the Peloponnesian War? You're crazy,
You would
mate.
go to trial just to prove you can convince them of your innocence?
Exactly. You have your ways to find excitement, and I have mine.
Yeah, he's a crazy
That's what you
man.
were
Let's just
arrested
leave him here to
I
die.
haven't the slightest idea.
Being
And
fat,
that doesn't bother you?
it's a crime in this
Sometimes
city.
understanding does
That's
not
why I don't
come
go
at the
there.
moment we would like. More importantly, this is giving me the necessary time to think.
About?
I went to see the Pythia, and she told me there is none wiser than me. An intriguing thought, and one I've been unable to stop thinking about.
Socrates. The Pythia is...
It matters not what you believe she is or she isn't. I must examine not only her words, but my own self as well. I know nothing, so how could I be called wise?
What does that have to do with being locked up?
I believe my time here and this trial may help me find the answer. I will be fine. Trust me.
I don't. But I don't care if you die anyway. I'm gonna go see the Pythia.
Since you won't leave with me, I'll go see the Pythia myself.
That's not necessary.
I'll
I
find out why she
agree.
told you
Let
that.
him stay
I
here.
won't
Let him
you go to
rot.
trial, even if you think you'll be found innocent.
Ah, Cassandra, you...
I'll come back when I have what I need.
Oh, this is just rubbing salt into my wounds. This is where we met Herodotus. This is where Barnabas introduced him to us. Oh, they bring me back here just to rub in the fact that I'm helping Socrates, a character that's irritated me every time I've spoken to him. And I don't have a choice. I could just not do the quest, I guess. That's an option. But I can't, because #1 series on YouTube right now, I gotta do it.
I'm too old for this.
Did he just sidestep and let us in because he couldn't be bothered? Oh, okay, well, I guess kind of. Is that them running away? Do we need to catch them? Like, are they going to be able to escape, or do I need to fight these guys? I don't see any reason to fight them if we can just run after this individual. Oh, you're hiding down here. Hi there, how you doing?
There might be a bit
Oh,
of blood when
there's
you
just guard was
go
right there in the background of the door!
I'm here for a different reason.
I wish they came in and started
They
attacking us
tortured
during the
me.
cutscene. That
I
would be
thought they
great.
were going to kill me, just like I told you. It hurt so badly. I begged for death.
I didn't mean for that to happen.
Just hurry and tell me what you want.
There's something you need to know. The cult is dead.
What do you mean, they're dead?
I killed
Just
them all.
that. I've killed them all. There is nobody left to
what I
control
just
you.
said.
You may have unmasked those who made the decisions, but the cult did not die with them. Their beliefs will live on.
Then I'll find and kill whoever follows them.
That is not a possible task. Now, tell me what you want.
You told Socrates something, and I want to know why.
Questioning why the Pythia speaks is a strange thing.
I know why you speak, and I know who controls your voice. Tell me why the cult had you tell Socrates he's the wisest.
The cult didn't tell me to say that. I did that on my own.
Great, so you've filled his pompous head. Tell me
Cult
why.
wouldn't allow you to do that.
Which is why I was very careful. I seek Socrates as an ally, but simply asking him to help wouldn't have worked.
An ally for what?
I know much of Socrates. Not only has he visited me often, but his students do as well.
Get to the point.
You know the gods don't speak through me. I feel Socrates is the one who can convince others of this. If he succeeds, the cult will have no more need for me.
So you're hoping he comes to the conclusion that the gods don't exist?
It matters not if Socrates believes they exist. He needs simply to doubt that the gods speak through me.
Okay.
This is getting complicated.
Whatever you do, you can't tell Socrates.
I understand. He has to come to the answer on his own.
Exactly. Although, if you truly wish to help Socrates,
I don't.
a student of his came by not long before you. He seemed distraught.
Distraught.
He was clutching a book tightly to his chest and kept looking over his shoulder. He told me he was going into a tomb nearby until things were safe.
Thank you. I'll find him.
Doesn't this guy know that he's in a video game? Tombs aren't safe. There's 2 times you don't want to go into a tomb. 1, if you're hiding from a bad guy that raises the dead, don't go into the tombs. And 2, if you're in a video game, because that's where all the zombies are. And the undead, which are kind of like zombies, but a little bit different. And the Draugr, which are zombies, but by a different name. There's a lot of reasons not to go in a tomb, pal. Particularly, maybe he doesn't know. Maybe he hasn't yet come to the realization. I mean, he's a student of Socrates, let's be honest. It's probably a theory he's had since he was 12 years old. Like, Mom, what if reality isn't real? What if we're all living in a video game? Oh, son, you're a lunatic. You're a lunatic just like Socrates. Why don't you go be his little whip boy, eh? Why don't you go stand around and you two can wax about nonsense all day? Yeah, all right, Mom. I'm not really standing, though, because it's all a video game. And then he runs up. Maybe that's why he's hiding in the cave. No, that doesn't check out because he knew the undead would be here. Unless he knows he's in a video game and he checked the code and knew that the only things that would be down here were these guys, which are granted still a threat. Just not a very big one, especially not to me. Point made, right? Oh, he's still alive! Jeez, that was close. They were in the middle of a conversation, too. I don't know if y'all heard that. I cut right in there in the middle of it. I think I've been here before. Of course I have. I've done everything on the mainland. This place has got to be complete. Doesn't even show up on the map because we've got Hyde completed. And if you're wondering about... What? House of Pythia? How did I miss this? What even is this? See, sometimes you have things like that pop up, like a city, there's nothing to do there. You know, city, there's nothing to do there. Random house, there's nothing to do there. But then I guess sometimes there are things to do there. I'm going to have to go do that now. I'm glad that I saw it. I mean, we're all here together to experience this. Where's my boy? Where's this guy at? If I listen carefully, will I hear him? Is he back? Oh, he's back behind this, isn't he? That's the... Yeah, here we go. What's up, mate? It's an exploration area. Whoa! Jeez! Stop it! You know, freaking nature. Alright, I found the guy, and I had to...
You don't need to be scared now. I'm not with them.
That doesn't mean you won't kill me. You just want this for yourself.
I don't even know what that
Friend of
is.
Socrates.
You are? Prove it.
I don't need to prove anything. He's incredibly annoying. Yes! That one!
Socrates is one of the most frustrating people I've ever known. He just talks and talks and talks. And it feels like he asks questions just so he can continue talking and talking and talking.
What you call frustrating, I call brilliant. But it's clear you know him well.
Yeah, well...
Why were those men after you?
For some reason, they wanted these writings of Socrates's. Well, I wrote them, but it's all his words.
That seems like a strange thing to want.
One of them had a big mouth. He mentioned something about the priest at the sanctuary of Athena Pronea. He said this was the final thing they needed to get rid of Socrates.
I know he's talking about the guy was talking a lot, but I want to imagine he means that the guy had a big mouth. Which
I'll
is
take
not
care of the
reality, but boy
Thank
do
you.
I wish it was.
And, well, please, give this to Socrates.
I'll
It
do what I
hurts me
can.
to say this after all I've learned from him, but I have a family. I can't risk being caught up in whatever this is.
So you're going to stop being his student?
It feels I have no choice. Maybe one day that will change.
I'll be sure to give him the writings.
Thank you. Make sure he stays safe. The world will be a worse place without him in it.
I mean, if you say so.
That student gave me
I've
an
considered
idea.
killing him myself a few
Something you said
times,
there
but
was a
I mean,
simple
whatever. Maybe I'm...
Maybe I can convince the others who were there to help Socrates. I'm not sure why the priests want Socrates gone, but I need to take care of them.
Are you gonna leave here, mate? No, you're gonna... Okay, I guess he's gonna stay here. Multiple quests accepted. Good, this is branching out in all kinds of directions. Hey, hey, hey! What's up, philosopher friends? I need to speak with
Do
you.
not students take what they learn from their teachers? What then if the teacher is wrong? Does that not simply perpetuate these wrong teachings amongst future generations?
You assume the students aren't wise enough to understand the flaws of the teacher. Think of those who came before us. First Thales, then his student Anaximandros, and then Anaximenes. Without the teachings of those before him, it's safe to say Anaximenes would not have reached the conclusions he did.
I don't think that's true at all. Oh, perhaps this new phase can offer a different
It's a
perspective.
bunch of philosophers. I have no desire to be here.
The
That
student
one.
gets to take all the knowledge of their teacher without needing to come up with answers themselves. If they're smart, they should surpass those they studied under.
An astute observation. The time saved by receiving the knowledge allows the student not only to expand on the ideas, but to come up with more of their own. But what if the student expands on ideas without first seeking the truth behind them?
Well, then we end up with BuzzFeed.
If we listen to others and take what they say as fact, we have only ourselves to blame.
So, no matter who is speaking, student or teacher, we must spend time trying to understand if what they say is even true.
Your appearance betrays you, Mystius. Clearly, you've taken on a teacher of your own.
Something like that. He's the reason I'm here.
Just to be clear, I came up with all of that. So when they're praising her brilliance,
If it's another debate
coming from
you want,
me.
it will be hard for us to decide who hates that man more. Why would we help him?
he's just like you.
It doesn't matter if he's your worst enemy. If they're willing to imprison someone like Socrates only for his words, what's to say they won't do the same to you?
So, you want us to help out of fear
First
of
they came
being
for
imprisoned ourselves?
Socrates.
If I hadn't
And I said
his
nothing,
name, would you think it was right
because I was not
Socrates was locked up?
Socrates.
If it's as you say...
And then they
it
came
was
for my
his
friend,
words,
and I said
then no.
nothing.
And aren't you afraid
'Cause
it
I
could
wasn't my
happen to
friend.
you too?
Of course.
And then they came for me.
If we can't speak our minds, what else are we to do?
And there was no one else
Then you should help.
to save me from this
Fine,
wild-eyed
fine, you've made your
Misthios stabbing me
point
through
and
the
you've
throat.
made it well. Socrates deserves our help, but we don't give it lightly.
That makes it worth even more.
We'll be on our way then. We'll gather some others as well. Make sure our voices are heard. Believe it or not, we're pretty good at causing a scene.
No, I
If you're
believe
like
it.
Socrates, that's not hard to believe.
What is this kid over here all about?
I've never seen someone convince them so easily before.
Well, kid,
Is that
start
so?
writing down
Guess I
notes.
should feel proud. I'm surprised to see a child here.
Is there an age at which it would suddenly be okay to debate with them? What then of the night before I turned that age? Should we
No.
be prevented from doing what we wish?
No,
due to the
he's
world's
like a little
illness?
one.
I regret doubting you at all.
Thank you.
Ah, it is. There's
Greater than
stachels.
the understanding of another.
On that, we disagree.
Disagreements can lead to even more understanding.
I hate this quest
You're the
line.
first kid I've met who'd rather debate than play.
I hate
Don't
these
tell the
chills.
others,
I hate these
But I'm
people.
envious that you're a student of Socrates. I hope one day to be as well.
You're on the right
I wanted to
path.
play with
What's
Herodotus.
your name?
I wanted a mission about Herodotus, not a
Although
bunch
I've
of...
never liked that name much.
It does sound like countless others I've heard around Athens. Why not choose another?
I can do that? Huh. My brother always had a problem saying my name, so he called me Plato instead. Perhaps I'll use that.
I like it.
Thank you. Well, I better hurry after the others. Here.
Little lunatic's gonna go write about frickin' Atlantis. And he's gonna have neckbeards searching through Google images for the next 300 years. It's been longer than that. 2000. Google Images hasn't been around that long, though. You know what I'm trying to say. We leveled up. Should we... Oh, you know what? I need this. I need this moment to just clear myself here. Let's go to our abilities. We've got 15 ability points. I haven't been checking on them recently. What can we apply them toward? Goodness gracious, what can we apply them toward? What is this? Summon a lieutenant to distract enemies for at least 30 seconds? Why not? Sure. Assign this ability to use it with a burst of bright light, stun nearby targets for 6 seconds. Let's max both of these out, and then we'll have like all of the assassin branch completed. Look at that. Don't we feel cool? Look at what we've accomplished here. Very nice, very nice. Look, if you wanted to, you could drill down and you could like max all of these out too, which would be insanity, so we're not going to do that. 9 more ability points? What else have we got? Do we want to be able to tame wolves that have been knocked out? I don't think so. What does this do? Just continuously shoot arrows by hold? Okay. Alright, sure. Yeah, that could be fun. That one could actually be really useful. Let's max that bad boy out. I only take umbrage with this one because I would actually have to go through and knock out the wolf. Find a wolf, knock out the wolf, then tame the wolf. And it seems like an awful hassle. Whereas this one, I can just rain down a volley of arrows on people. And then I might as well also have this ability too, to shoot 7 arrows. Now, none of these are assigned at the moment. I guess I should probably assign them if I plan on using them. This one's auto-assigned. Or no, it's not. What? Oh, I have to... Oh, this is an ability I actually have to assign. Oh, I didn't realize that. Well, what do I currently have? Get me out of this. What's currently assigned down here? Do I really need Predator Shot, Devastating Shot, and Ghost Arrows? Okay, so the Devastating Shot does 400% damage, hunter damage, whereas this does 340% hunter damage, but it also goes through walls. What is this one? This is the Predator Shot. I like that one. I want to keep that one. Multi-Shot I never use. I've never ever used multi-shot ever. So let's go ahead and throw on the rapid fire. We'll assign that to number 1. And we'll test that one out as we go. And there we go. I've used all of my ability points now. Alright, now I've got to go kill some priests and steal evidence. You know, the sort of thing that a good, decent person does with their free time. Murder priests and steal evidence for a trial. Now, we're pretty sure that all of these people they're all up to some nasty shenanigans, right? Like, I think we're pretty much in the clear to do this. I don't feel too bad about it. The only thing I do feel about is I feel bad about how we're going to do it, because I haven't quite decided yet. Are we going to go on a murderous rampage? Oh, well, that was a mistake. I don't know what it is I just enabled, but it used up a little bit of adrenaline by accident. Oh, and I'm hopping all over the place. I think that was the evidence, and now I need to go kill the priests. So far, I'm getting away with this. No, hold on, there's more evidence. Oh, gosh, we got to be stealthy about this. Is that all the evidence? Have we gotten all of it? Is that more evidence right there? Shrek me. Okay, we've got all the evidence. Now we got to go kill priests. You know, the perfectly normal thing we all do on the weekends. All right, do you think we can predator shot them? Oh, this guy's gonna see me. Okay, here we go. We gotta be chill about this. Got to very deep breaths, very calmly work our way through these one at a time. Oh, they're discussing Socrates even now as I kill them.
Now that all the priests are dead, we won't be able to testify against Socrates.
I've almost gotten out of this without having to actually fight. Oh, we should have used our new arrow ability just then, too. I didn't even think about it. I don't want to now, because, Shrek me, where's that going to get me? I'm fighting, like, one guy. You're such a Socrates? Oh, this sounds like some fun shenanigans. This sounds like we're going to dress everybody up like Socrates, and they're all going to pretend to be him, and it's going to throw off the proceedings, because who's the real Socrates?
Socrates, you're here.
I am.
What happened? The trial couldn't have taken place that quickly.
Had I been given the chance to defend myself, it would have been quick indeed. But unfortunately for me, I was let free before I could.
That's good news.
Apparently, those who had charges to bring against me were found dead, and evidence they claimed to have went missing.
It sounds like
How
someone
fortunate.
was looking out for you.
There were also some people protesting my arrest, I was told. I have to ask, did you have something to do with this?
No, it wasn't me.
Me? Kill? Steal? Arrange protests?
Yes.
It does sound like me. But it was someone else this time.
I'm glad I asked.
Did you have time to find an answer for the Pythia's words?
I thought it would have taken much longer than it did, but the moment I stopped thinking about it, it came to me like a flash of Zeus's lightning.
I know who that is. That's Hercules' dad. I watched Hercules with Jenna. That's going to be an upcoming commentary track. Spoiler alerts.
We should get you home.
Oh, I should have asked. Oh, I should have. I did. Oh.
In some ways, that will be true. In others, well, Xanthippe will decide that. Being free feels good, but I don't believe Xanthippe will be happy with me.
She has a good reason to be mad this time.
We argue often about how I need to be careful with what I say and where I say it. This will only give her more cause to bring it up.
That doesn't sound very fun.
Oh, you misunderstand. I love it.
Of course he does.
People see Xanthippe and believe it is her beauty that drew me to her. But it is her argumentative spirit I lust for.
We should have gone for that one at the beginning of the quest. We've done it all wrong.
Challenged helps me to refine them and to grow as a person.
And she likes these arguments?
I doubt it, but it is in those fiery moments that her spirit is strongest, like an untamed horse.
Don't call her a horse to her face.
I'm afraid your advice is a bit too late.
Do I have to escort this guy? Where am I escorting him to? How long does this...
Get somewhere safe.
Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, the mission's not over. I thought we were done. No, now we gotta defend the guy. Can we just let them die? How does he die in canon? You know, in actual historical events, or as I like to call it, in canon. I actually have no idea how Socrates dies. I don't think that was ever covered. Did he live out a long, happy life? Was he beheaded for, I don't know, insulting some nobleman or saying Zeus Poos? You know, you could get killed for that sort of thing back in the day. And in some part of the world? No, you definitely can't. No one cares about Zeus. No one cares about the Greek pantheon. Also, I should note that Zeus was not Hercules' father. Zeus was Heracles' father. There is a difference. One is Greek, and the other is the Roman adaptation. They are spelled differently, but Disney, for some reason, used the Greek. I'm sorry, yeah, the Roman spelling. It's weird.
Hurry back.
I agree. Let's hurry back. Let's run this time. Disney used the Roman spelling, but the Greek myths. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to convey there. Where are we headed to? How far away are we? Can you ride a horse? If I get my horse over here, can you hop on here with me? There's been one mission we've done. Exactly one mission in which I got on a horse and the other person joined me. And I see that this is not going to be another one. Maybe he'll get on a horse? There's a horse right there. Don't tell me you've got morals against stealing horses. I do it every day in this world. No one seems to care. All right, it's fine. I'll run with you. Is that your wife? Oh my gosh. I brought him back. You're so welcome. Kiss and make up and let me go. Let this quest be finished.
You came back. Finally. I'm ready to return to Athens. I've had enough of Phokis and this talk of the Pythia.
You will be happy to hear I have no need for her words any longer.
Ah, then something positive came out of this after all.
I just remembered. A student of yours has been taking notes of your teachings. He wanted you to have them.
Oh, this is going to be a twist, isn't it? Don't you do it. No, don't you do it. No, not after all the effort I went through.
Nobody asked him to write down my words.
Even so, why not keep it? Share it with others.
Because of a story I was told as a boy.
This had better be good.
All right, let's hear it.
The king of Egypt, Thamos, was visited by the god Thephtha. Thephtha offered the invention of writing to the king and told him it was an elixir of memory and wisdom. But Thamos disagreed. He believed the people would no longer use their memories, for they would simply read instead. These written words would not offer true wisdom, but only the appearance of such.
You don't want your own words written down, so others can't use them to pretend to be smart.
Well, unfortunately for you, neckbeards on Reddit have been doing that for the last 5 years. Longer than that. How old is Reddit? Since the inception of the website.
You ask, they will only ever say the same thing. They cannot defend their message.
That's the part you like. The defense of your words.
All who speak should defend their words if questioned about them. That
I agree.
is why I choose to speak and not write. That is why any words of mine that last beyond my final breath will be those that people choose to remember. Those words will be true wisdom and not an illusion.
Well, that's probably the wisest thing I've ever heard from video game
I should
Socrates.
get going. I'm glad you're free.
As am I, although, if you allow me, there is something.
I doubt I could stop you.
We like to believe that action means progress, but it's control that's so truly desired. The more we do, the more control it seems we have, but the less we allow for others. If we grip too tightly, we'll find we've crushed what it is we're holding on to.
Meaning?
Meaning we must sometimes let life unfold without trying to influence the outcome.
I'll keep that in mind. I almost forgot. In your letter you said you had something to ask me. What was it?
You know, I've completely forgotten now. Take care, Cassandra.
Stay out of trouble, Socrates.
Well, it's another tale of Greece that should have stayed lost. I don't know. Maybe I'm just bitter because it's not Herodotus, which is what I wanted. It's just a bunch of philosophers carrying on. But that was the last tale of Greece. We've completed them all now, my friends. And with that, this mini-series in the world of Assassin's Creed Odyssey comes to an end. So as we get ready for the next stage of our Odyssey together, I would encourage you all to like, comment, and subscribe. Consider becoming a supporter on Patreon. Look at me, I'm doing the YouTube thing. No, but seriously, thank you for watching. I really needed this distraction. Tonight especially, needed to get my mind off things. So if you enjoyed watching this, Socrates is irritating, but I did have fun recording it, and I hope that you enjoyed it. So thank you folks for spending time with me. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.